have some really great things that I want to share with you that just make my time on a cruise so much more comfortable. And I hope you'll give them a try yourself. So, I'm going to start off with traveling to the airport. So, I'm going to show you a couple of items that I use while I'm in transit. Now, this bag I love to carry is made by PackSafe, and I'll make sure that I put up a photo of it. It is a a little bit dusty and dirty because it does get used quite often. Inside, it does have an RFID pocket so you can slip your passport and any other credit cards that you don't want to be able to be scanned. There is another pocket and a key ring holder so you can clip your keys, or I actually clipped my AirPods. I have them in a case that has a ring on it, and I clip them there so they don't accidentally fall out. And for the zipper pulls, there is actually a lock here. It's kind of difficult, but when you pull both of these zippers together, that just kind of clips in like carabiner style. So if someone is actually trying to get in your bag, this makes it really difficult to actually get this undone. There is actually a front pocket as well that has a nice zipper pull on that. Now this one as well, it has like a little safety feature. So you just pull that really tight through there and it helps prevent, like it really takes a lot of force to pull that free. So that would take a lot of effort for someone to get into. Another good feature of this bag is you see this line here. This is a woven steel wire that is in the strap. It's an adjustable strap, and you can see I have it almost all the way out, so it does extend really far. So if you are a plus size traveler, this has a lot of room in it. What's great about this woven steel wire in here is it really does prevent someone taking a knife and slashing your words are hard strap. It does really prevent someone from easily cutting your strap and taking your purse. Now on the bottom and in the sides, this is slash proof as well. There's a steel mesh inside the layers of the material. So if someone were to come up with a knife and go along the bottom or the front side, that would prevent them from getting their knife through it. You know, it's possible that someone could, but it would take them a lot of effort. So I definitely love to travel with this. I take it off on port with me, and a lot of times I'll use it when I'm going into the airport. But I actually have another bag that's a little bit larger than this from the same company that I usually carry as my regular purse while I'm going through the airport, because there's a lot of things that I keep in there that I then shove in the safe that I don't necessarily take out on port with me. Using a separate bag just kind of makes sure that I'm not taking stuff that's in my regular purse that I shouldn't have off the ship. And then another thing that I use in the airport, because I am a plus size traveler at the moment, or actually the last time that I flew when I was 300 pounds, I did need a seatbelt extender for a couple of inches of extra space. So I do have an FAA approved seatbelt extender that I take with me. Now, not all airlines will allow you to use this. I have had, I believe, American or United, either one or both, tell me that I couldn't take this or I couldn't use this. But most other airlines have never had any problem. JetBlue has never said a word to me. So I do use this when I can. And a lot of times I kind of like, I'll wear like this black sweater. It's just like a really light sweater just to keep the chill off my arms. I'll wear it and I'll be able to put it in a way that they can't tell I actually have a seatbelt extender on. So comfort when you get on the ship. One thing that I really love is I love sleeping with a body pillow. So sometimes when you're at a hotel or you're on the cruise and you're trying to substitute 2 full-size pillows for a body pillow, it just doesn't work really well. You're trying to shove one between your knees and then hold on onto one between your arms, and then just end up falling on the floor. So what I like to do, and this took me an eternity to figure out, I used to actually travel with a full-size body pillow. I'd fold it up and then shove it in a tote bag and then take that as a carry-on item. But one day I had the brilliant idea of just buying a pillowcase cover for a body pillow. So this fits 2 full-size regular, I believe they just call them queen size pillows. Just shove them in, zip it up, and lo and behold, you've got your body pillow for the trip. When you're done, just unzip it, take them out, and fold this up nice and neatly and put it back in your suitcase. So yeah, this is one of my favorite items to travel with because it makes me so much more comfortable to sleep with this. Okay, so items in the cabin. So things I like to use, health and beauty. Now I bought this little pack at Five Below and it came with 4 bottles. I usually keep my body wash, shampoo, conditioner, and one other item. So right now I actually have the extra bottles that go in there filled with one with dishwashing liquid and one with laundry detergent, because the last time I used these, I had gone on a trip where I could only take half of my luggage and I did have to wash clothes in the hotel sink halfway through my trip. So if you're limited though, and you need to swap out one of these for your conditioner to put in that bag because only 4 fit, I would take the dishwashing liquid over the laundry detergent, because the dishwashing liquid can do what the laundry detergent does, right? Like it can remove stains from clothes and odors, but it's also much gentler on your hands if you need to wash them. And I also like to take this because a lot of times the soap in hotels nowadays will not remove the hair product from my hands. And it was the same with the cruise ship. I found that the free soap that they provided would not remove the hair serum that I use to help with the frizz on my hair, and it also wouldn't use the extra leave-in conditioner that I use. So I love taking dishwashing liquid. It especially is great for getting stains out of clothes because remember, it's really built to remove oil and grease. So it works fabulous on taking stains out. So in my last video, I shared that I love to travel with this little 3-ounce bottle that I got at CVS. It's just a little spray bottle and I fill it with water, and I'll use it a lot of time to revive the curls on my hair, or I'll spray water on my clothing to get the wrinkles out. So I'll just hang them up, spray a bunch of water on them, and just kind of smooth them over with my hand. And a lot of the clothing, especially the more cotton varieties, the wrinkles will just come out. You can't get everything out, but it does a really great job. And I actually think it works just as well as the wrinkle releaser. I actually don't find that the wrinkle releaser removes any more wrinkles than just plain water. But if I have the choice and have room in my luggage, I prefer to take this 8-ounce bottle. I prefer to take this 8-ounce bottle because of the trigger handle. It just works so great. And I found today that this is a really good cat repellent. I've been trying to film this video for 2 hours and they keep getting up on my table. So yeah, so this has had some really good use today. Another really great item that I haven't had a chance to use yet, but my stepmom bought it for me. So when I'm traveling, if I'm going somewhere that has water and I want to be able to put my cell phone in a water resistant pouch, so you slip your phone in. It actually has a really nice, thick, like Ziploc style closure. So you just close that up, you hear it snap, you fold it down, roll it down 3 or 4 times, and then there's Velcro right here. You can Velcro it closed, and then it is touch, like you can touch the screen of your phone. Now, I can't speak to how well this is going to work to take pictures out of, but like if you don't want to leave your phone on the beach, especially if you're a solo traveler, you just want to throw it in here, put it around your neck and get in the ocean. That's really a great thing to have. Also, it has a really nice strap with an adjustable little button on it. So that's really great. Another thing that I would pair with this if I was using it is I have this little flotation device. This is meant for cameras or phones. It has something that you can actually like weave through, and this does come apart. I'm not going to be able to get it apart. But yeah, this is a little flotation device. So if you put this around your neck and for some reason it comes loose, have this attached to it so it'll float. Also, like if for some reason you're just using your phone in the ocean without any protection, then make sure you attach this to it. I also have a waterproof camera that I'll use this on. And it's just really great. It's really nice because I have dropped my camera and it just floats right to the surface. Oh, one thing I forgot that I like to use on the plane, when I'm using my AirPods, I'm always terrified that I'm going to drop them, especially on the plane, because if they fall behind the seat, it's possible that you're not going to get them out. So I have this little cord. So it's about, I'm going to say almost 24 inches, really stretchy, stringy, but you slip your AirPods or your wireless headphones in these little holes, and these are magnetic. So I put this over my neck. I usually put it under my hair. You take your earbuds, AirPods out of your ears. These will fall down and then they'll magnetic together. This really, for me, is just a safety blanket because I really don't want to lose a couple $100 pair of listening devices somewhere on the airplane and have to replace them. So this is just kind of like my seatbelt safety net for those every time I travel. I actually have a really brightly colored cord that I take with me. So on the last video, I did mention about bringing a puzzle with you. So I love these little Puzzleberg puzzles, but I do want to point out something that I didn't tell you last time, is when you go to the Dollar Tree to pick these up, they also have a red version that says 500 pieces. I would steer clear of that unless you really want teeny, teeny, tiny pieces of the puzzle and really want a challenge. This puzzle is a pretty standard size puzzle piece and really easy to do. But the one that has the red label and says 500, they are probably the size of my fingernail. So they're really tiny. And also Dollar Tree has some really great puzzles for kids. So they sell something similar to this in 100 pieces, 500 pieces, 200 pieces. You know, so for $1.25 and for a small they're great entertainment. And if they get lost while you're on the cruise, it's kind of no big deal because you didn't put out that much money in the beginning. So another thing I love to travel with is I usually keep kind of a bag of bags of Ziploc. So I always keep a bunch of Ziploc bags with me in case one of my toiletries leaks or I buy something liquid that I'm taking back with me. Or you can take these to the buffet or put leftover food in them and bring them back to your room. I also have some larger size versions. So this, I believe, is a 2 or 3 gallon. I'm not quite sure. It doesn't say on it. But I, at one time, bought a box of extra large Ziplocs, and these are great for putting your bathing suit in and putting it right in your bag, especially if you want to stay out really late the night before disembarkation and you don't want your swimsuit leaking all over your stuff. So these are really great for that. They're good for shoes too. I mean, I would actually just prefer to bring a couple just regular plastic bags to put over my shoes, especially if they get dirty while I'm out in port. Oh, and then another thing, especially if you're going to a disembarkation or embarkation city that is in Europe, and they don't necessarily have washcloths. I know it's a very American thing, and I didn't realize that across the world, not all places use them. They call them face cloths as well, and so I like to carry one with me, and I usually use my handy dandy little Ziploc. So when I'm done showering and I need to go and pack my luggage and get on the plane, I just slip my face cloth, washcloth in here while it's wet, zip it up, and I'm good to go. And while we're on the subject of bags, there's a couple other types of bags that I like to carry. One is this really compact, it's kind of like a nylon material and folds up. This is like a full-size bag, and it comes with this little pouch that you just roll it into, and you just clip it closed. Now this fits really great in my purse, also fits great in my suitcase, but I usually tend to keep this one on me. So if I'm out at port and I'm shopping and I need a bag, I have this. Another thing I absolutely love is this Walmart bag because it is so thin. It's just a standard size shopping bag that you get from Walmart. I think I paid 99 cents for this, but what I love is it folds up so compactly compared to some of the other bags you may get from your grocery store or CVS that you buy, because those are quite a bit thicker. But this is on the thinner side, and I really love being able to carry this and putting it in my suitcase or putting it in my bag that I'm carrying for the day. Another thing, so toiletry wise, I do, even if it's just me traveling, I like to bring bathroom spray. So this actually goes right in the toilet. This brand, the one that I normally take with me, is the Poopery brand, and I really like the smell of this. I do take it even when I'm just traveling solo. You just spray a little bit in the toilet before you go, and it helps eliminate the odor. So, love taking this with me. And then when I was at Five Below picking up the little travel pack with the bottles, I also spotted a little bottle of Banana Boat suntan lotion or sunblock. So what I really liked about this is it's 3 ounces, so it's under the limit that I can take into TSA. So it was a great travel size, and it was really inexpensive. I think it was $3. And you know how expensive that sunblock can get. This is probably $20 on the cruise ship, if not more. And I always keep it in a Ziploc just in case that it leaks anytime I'm carrying it. Whether I always have it in the Ziploc, even if I'm taking it off the ship and putting it in my purse, especially if you're going to be touching it with wet, sandy, or oily hands from applying the lotion. Having the bag with you is kind of a saver of the other things it's going to come in contact with. So one of the other items that I recommend, like when you're going off the ship, if you don't want to take your full bottles of medication, like I don't like to do, I always have like a little tiny pill pack that I take with me. You just open it up, pop a couple doses of your medication in it, and just satisfyingly snap it closed. I probably got this at CVS probably 15-20 years ago, and I take it with me when I go on all of my vacations because, for goodness sakes, if you accidentally miss your flight, lose your luggage, or can't get back on the ship to get your full bottles of medication, if you have a couple doses of what you need in here, then that'll get you through until you can get some more medication. Okay, so I just have a couple more items to go. So one of these will be if for some reason, like you are in an embarkation or de-embarkation city, or if you're in a cruise port where you decide to rent a car, other than carrying the battery pack that I showed in the last video, I would recommend to bring this little cigarette charger. Now, if you're renting a brand new fancy car, especially an electric car, they may not have a cigarette lighter, but maybe they'll have an auxiliary port, but that just slips right in the old-fashioned cigarette lighter. So this one has a USB-A and a USB-C type charger. So make sure you bring your cables with you when you get off the ship. Regardless if you have a charging block or not, make sure you bring your cable. And then something like this, you just put in the car and go, and you can charge while you're going throughout the day. Because remember, using the Maps app to navigate on your phone really burns down your battery. So you don't want to get called out having zero life on your battery when you're trying to get back to the cruise port. And the last thing that I have that is a must-have that I always travel with is I bring an extra pair of glasses. And this is just in case. I've been very, very lucky that I've never had an issue with my glasses, but I cannot drive home from the airport without my glasses. And I would be very hard pressed to do much of anything. I wouldn't be able to see the shows. I'd be able to make my way around the ship and, eat dinner, but I wouldn't be able to see anything that's at any great distance with any clarity. Actually, this one has my kind of, I don't know, I call them disposable sunglasses, but this is like kind of an extra pair of really inexpensive, like $99 prescription sunglasses. And then I bring like an older pair of glasses. So I always have those just in case. Like, look, you never know what's going to happen. I always have the craziest things happen to me when I travel. So I like to be prepared. I really want to thank you for joining me today. I love sharing stuff like this, and I would love to hear what you take on your cruise that might be unique. So make sure you leave me feedback in the comments. If you'd like to support this video and help my channel grow, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. And if you want to continue to see content like this in the future, make sure you hit the subscribe button. So if you want to be notified every time I release a new video, just make sure you hit that notification bell and turn your notifications on. And if you seek Amy, you might find her on a cruise. Have a great day. Thank you for watching and happy cruising.